All right, let's go again.
Hello, everyone. Good evening and welcome to this very important event. It is my privilege to warmly welcome all of you. Thank you so much for finding time despite your very tight schedules. It's a great day for me. I wish we were all here physical. I would have loved us to pop champagne, but surely we are going to do so someday soon. I know that a few of my friends who I had earlier mentioned to that something great happened to me when I sent them a message that God has done it. So many may wonder, what has God done? And perhaps they will be thinking of every kind of big thing. Have I bought the latest model of Ferrari, or of maybe I've hit one political appointment, or something of a material kind has happened to me? Gentlemen and ladies, I want to assure you that though none of whatever you might think of happened, but what God has done for me is all these things rolled into one. And that is because it is not just a material improvement, but it is a renewal of my vision in life. It is a rediscovery, and then it is a game changer that will bring all these other good things to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, you may not be aware of it. I am a lawyer. All of us here belong to one field of work. Could be the professions, could be employment, could be business, but we all have something we are doing. As a lawyer, for those who, in fact, for all my friends here who know me, I've been in practice for 30 years. And in that period of 30 years, one would expect that a lot of miracles would have happened in my life. Of course, miracles have happened because it is by God's grace that I am living and all of us are living too. Every day we live is a miracle. But how about the material improvement for the work we are doing? Have it really reflected the 30 years I've been engaged in? I've asked myself the question, if it should happen after working for 30 years that I stop work today, call it that I decided to go on retirement, or God forbid it, that something happened to prevent me from having the ability to work anymore. But we know things do happen. What I have worked up till date and going forward, can what I have put together take care of myself, take care of my family for the rest of our life, or at least for the rest of my life? Of course, each of us will know how it plays out in our different situation. But for me, the answer is no. And beyond this, you may also be aware that things have gone worse, from bad to worse in this country. Have you heard, did you hear it say that this country is in recession? Recession means that even the much you have before, you may lose it, that the poverty rate is growing instead. And so it caused me to think deeply and to have an introspection. In the course of my effort to find solution, I stumbled. I won't say I stumbled. It was by God's grace that I was introduced to a very wonderful opportunity. This opportunity, to be very frank to you, is for me the most credible anti-depression solution that I have found so far. And in examining it, I have also had the opportunity, the rare privilege of having interaction with some very credible personalities who have operated this system. Let me tell you that it is not actually the first time I am getting to know of this system. And the first time I was introduced to it, looking at it with the human eyes and the way we look at things, I just waved it off as something of no moment. But in the course of my introspection, I had to take a second look at it. This time I would say with my spiritual eyes, with my inner eyes, and I saw where the miracle lies. That's why I said, thank God he has done it for me. And as I invite you to pay attention to this unfolding event, I will also plead with you to also do the same thing that I have done. Please use your inner eyes, pay close attention, because what you are going to hear on the surface might make you think you have heard it before. But if you pay attention closely, and I request that if you can, stay to the end, you are going to come to the same conclusion that this is a system that will work for you just as it is working for me now. I have been privileged to invite and to have on board here one of the top consultants of this company in the name of Ambassador Ijeoma Obaneche. I want you all to make her welcome and pay close attention to her as she begins to tell you all the details, the expertise that this business brings to table and how you can benefit from it. Please welcome Mrs. Ijeoma Obaneche as she takes the floor.
All right, fantastic, Barrister Seth. That was actually well put. I like that you see the opportunity that we have put together in such a big light, but thankfully I'm not here alone. I have some other amazing speakers in the house. Together, we have tried to put together something amazing for everybody who is here to be able to get some form of value from different speakers who have one or two things to share outside myself, okay? So I won't be taking the stage first, so that permit me to just call up on stage Engineer Ambassador Bridget Okoh-Aibodion. The stage is yours. Can we start? If you are excited already, just go into the chat and drop your favorite emojis. I think Bridget is ready to fire and on all throttles. She has so much put together for us this night. I think she'll just be doing that in a few minutes. I have another person lined up waiting to speak to us. So if you don't have your writing materials, try and get something, or at least pay close attention, okay? I'll be right back. Bridget, the stage is yours. Hi, Florence, I can see your wave. Okay, so let me also welcome some of us that came in much later. Hi, Esther. Hi, Lovett Patrick. I wasn't, you were not here when I welcomed others. Okay.
Thank you.
Kikwe, you're welcome. All right, so Bridget, the stage is yours.
Okay. I am so grateful and honored to be part of your meeting. Congratulations to you, Barrister, for finally doing this. I am so happy for you. I'm looking forward to what the future holds for you. And to everyone who is here, you're welcome. My name is Bridget Okoh-Aibodion. I'm a social entrepreneur. But before I go ahead, I want to be sure that you can hear me. I want you to interact with me. I want to feel that you are here with me, okay? So please go to the comment section and type 1 if you can hear me. Just type 1, just 1, the number 1. I want to be sure that we are all together, okay? Please type 1 quickly so that I am sure that you can hear me, okay? I've seen one comment, it means that you can hear me, beautiful. So I'm a retired makeup artist, a beauty brand owner, a software engineer, an Amazon ambassador, the founder of the Billionaire Tribe Academy. This was me as a young girl. I finished secondary school. I got into, I didn't get into university immediately. JAMB was jamming me left and right. And, you know, after JAMB jammed me too much, I ended up doing makeup. I went to go and learn the skills because I have always been passionate. There was never a time I wanted to just sit and be fed. I wanted to make it. I wanted to have my own. I wanted to be able to give back. In fact, my biggest dream is to one day retire my parents. Very, very shortly, I will do that because, of course, as time went on, if you have the will, God will keep putting you in places where your dreams can easily come true. And this was me, makeup artist. I was doing well. I got into school. You know, I was doing makeup while I was in school, which means I was making some money while my father was still supporting me as a young girl. But something happened. It was the pandemic, 2020. That was the year I was supposed to graduate from school. And that year, we were sent home. Early that year, we were sent home and we were told that we cannot continue the academic year in school anymore because there was a virus. I thought it was going to be a short thing, but no, it extended for so long. In fact, during that time, it was not looking like as if it was not going to end. I ended up doing my exams online because of the pandemic. It was a terrible time for my family because my daddy's income reduced, my mommy's income reduced. I was at the place where even when I wanted to buy sanitary pad, I needed to ask my stepmom, you know. I'm the first of 13 children. It's a big family. I am a daughter to many mothers. And of course, it's a beautiful, big family. And you know what that means? It means that I am responsible for a lot of people. And even if I don't have all the burden on me now, it means that where the future lies is my siblings have to look up to me. And at that point, I wasn't looking like the elder sister that wants to be looked up to, as in borrowing money for every single thing, depending on my stepmothers for every single thing I needed was not a good place to be. There were nights I was crying and asking God, what is the point of this life? I need you to show me something, because this makeup that I thought was my dream, and I thought when I finish school, I'll get a makeup studio and I'll start. Well, it didn't happen like that. There was a pandemic. I couldn't even do the makeup anymore. And God showed me this system and I could do it. Now, me and you are talking, we are online. You can see me, I can see you. I know that you can feel me, even if you're not close to me right now. That is because we are in the connected economy. This business of the connected economy puts me in the midst of beautiful young women who are heading somewhere in life. And now I have people to look up to. I have celebrities hanging around celebrities. I was able to launch my first cosmetic line. I call it Eki Cosmetics. I put this beautiful song because it was such an amazing, emotional time for me. It was such an emotional time for me. Why? Because I my daddy has other children in school. I am the first, but I'm not even smelled dirty yet. So my siblings that are coming behind me are still really, really young. So my daddy still has to pay my younger one's school fees. So the last thing he wants to do is invest in my business. This was me celebrating in my shop in Wuse too. And life was beginning to look good until I was posted to Just to Sell. That time I thought everything was going to end. Remember I told you, I do the business of the connected economy. And eventually you're going to see what we are showing you, okay? This was me from Abuja to Jos, a big girl copper. I paid flight, entered Jos by flight. But see what the camp did to me. I was starting to look like something else. Why? Because camp was not easy. That was a very difficult time of my life. I thought I was not going to succeed in Jos. I thought my business was ended, As a person who was already established here in Abuja, I thought it was the end. But guess what? This business can be done anywhere. So look at this. The vision of this organization, this beautiful organization that has changed my life so much, is to raise a financially independent people who will in turn raise other financially independent people. And we are using the system of the connected and digital economy to get there, okay? A lot of people are struggling financially for different reasons, but I'm not here to bore you with that. I want to show you something, okay? Please, if you're not paying attention, pay close attention. Whatever I'm going to be showing you here is something that you will pay thousands of dollars to learn, all right? Look at this. It is called the cash flow quadrant, and this is how everybody makes money. This is how my father is making money from one of these quadrants, and each of you who work are making money for either one of this quadrant. Now we have the left and the right side. We have the linear income versus the leverage income, which is also called the residual income. The linear income on the left, you have the employees and the self-employed persons, and the residual and leverage income, you have the business owners and the investors. Now, let me give you a clear difference between the linear and leverage income. The linear income is the income you make by exchanging your time for money. The truth is that there is nobody on the linear income side that can ever become financially free. No matter how long you work, no matter how long you invest your time into making that money, as far as you keep exchanging your time for that money, guess what? You can never become financially free. Why? Because you're limited. Your time is limited. An employee who has a job, even if you are paid 2 million naira every month, you can never earn more than the highest person in that organization. And if the highest person in that organization is paid 2 million, guess what? That is your limitation. No matter how long you work, your income will not increase. And you exchange time for money. Now, it's so sad because a lot of people work for 35 years and the result is not so much because why? They've exchanged their time for money over the years. And now that they are even retiring, guess what? There is nothing to retire to. The government is holding back retirement funds and they are not even paying the retirees as they should. It now seems like the 35 years of hard work and labor was for nothing. Why? Because there was no system. If you are not working, you're not getting paid. Guess what? When you are retired, you're not getting paid as much as you were paid before. As a self-employed person, I said, no, I don't want to live that kind of life. I decided to be a self-employed person. I started doing makeup. Guess what? I was still the boss of myself. Everything revolved around me. If I was not doing the makeup, I was not making money. So throughout 2020, it was hard. I couldn't make money because who wants to even do makeup when pandemic, disease, it was a very scary time. You exchange your time for money. If your shop is closed, guess what? You don't make money. When you have a small shop or you have a small business that you open the shop in the morning or you have a business in Wuse too, but it is not working outside of you. You don't have a business yet. Okay, you are just self-employed. When you have a business, it means that business is working for you. When you are sleeping, that business makes you money. When you are eating, that business makes you money. When you are traveling, that business makes you. But as a self-employed person, you are still exchanging your time for money, and therefore no leverage. And as far as you're not leveraging on any system or anything at all, guess what? You are not going to become financially free. It is just the law. Nobody becomes financially free by exchanging their time for money. How much time do we really have? Okay, if you work so much for 35 years, you make some money, you're now old, 65, 70. You're not even healthy enough to enjoy the funds that you've been able to make. But as a business owner, you own a system. Now, this is why a lot of people don't end up becoming business owners, because being a business owner, it means that you have at least 500 persons in your workforce that are adding value to your system and you are making money from their efforts. You are exchanging people for money, okay? People are working for you, so you make money. Let me give you an example. For instance, we have Dangote of Nigeria. I'm so grateful for Dangote because he's currently the world's richest African man, and he has even gone past a lot of other countries and top billionaires because he's doing so well industrially right now. Now look at this. You have 500 people in your workforce, you are leveraging on their time. If 500 people are putting in 9 hours daily, that means you are leveraging on 9 hours times 500. You cannot compare 24 hours to 9 hours times 500. That's over 50,000 hours. You understand me? So that is why this person will become financially free. On the other hand, the investors make their money work for them. I would rather my money work for me than actually doing the work myself or even paying other people to go to work for me. These people are the ones who own real estate, have great stocks in great organizations. I'm not talking about 100,000 naira investment or 1 million naira investment. I'm talking investment that brings you good money yearly, that you know that this is good income. I'm talking residual income of 10 million naira. I'm talking residual income that can actually do so much for your family. Now, that is why you can see that the average person cannot be on the other side of the quadrant, because 95% of the world's population are here under the employee and self-employed quadrant, scrambling for just 5% of the world's wealth. While 5% of the world's population are on the other side, enjoying 95% of the world's wealth. Why? Because they are on the leverage side. Now, we may not be able to build a system from the scratch like Dangote because it takes a lot of money. You know, the time that Dangote started is not today. As we speak, $1 is equal to 720 naira. That is a lot of money. But guess what? You can plug yourself into a system that will be shown to you in the future of this call, and you will be able to become an investor. This is the guy that we all work for, a salary. Every day you go to work, you come back for salary, school fees, house rent, Utility bills, you can't even meet up. Why? Because the salary is not increasing, but all these things are increasing. All these things are increasing, but the salary is not increasing. Why? It doesn't increase. It's just like that. It takes 4 years for a parastatal worker to be, to be promoted to the next level. But guess what? After 4 years of writing exams and, trying to be promoted, your salary only increases by 15,000, by 20,000. Hello, 4 years ago, the prices of oil is not the same. 4 years ago, the price of house rent is not the same. So you can see there is no actual growth. To become financially free, you may need to own an oil block that will keep yielding you money. You can own an intellectual property that all will continue to sell, like those of Davido and the likes who have songs. You write a best-selling book so that your income will continue to flow in. You can own real estate. But guess what? There is one thing that cannot be shaken. It is owning human capital. And that is how a lot of young people are becoming financially free. Listen, I'm a young person, and most of you may be as old as my parents. Beautiful. But we know something that we need to show you so that you can add whatever you know, your knowledge, and to this, you can make something beautiful for yourself. Social capital is what will get you to financial freedom in this current economy. And that is what we're going to show you. What is the solution? Before I show you the solution, before I welcome Mrs. Ijoma to come on board, I want to continue my story. As the first child of my family, my father was supposed to send me abroad to school in 2016. I was supposed to go to the UK after studying here in Nigeria for doing my diploma. I was supposed to go and complete my education in the UK, but my father could not afford it. Why? Because of this law. This law of leverage said, I'd rather have 1% of the effort of 100 men than 100% of my own effort. My father has taken his time to put in his own effort in work. So all the monies he makes is only his own effort. He was not leveraging. So at the time he needed some funds to pull out to send me to school. He looked at it, even if I gather all my savings and send this girl initially, how am I going to sustain her over there? He knew that was the wrong decision to send me. So he couldn't send me. Why? He didn't have a system to leverage on. He was only working to make money for himself. My father is already in his 50s, and soon, he's going to be in his 60s. And there is no system on ground to continue to pay him. This is the biggest problem from a lot of retirees. You are running to the age where your children, to even get a job in the first place is not easy. A lot of people who are still in the workforce did not get a job until they were 30. So it means that their children, at the time they are retiring, will still be in the university. You understand? And the monies to even pay these children's school fees may not be there. And this is why a lot of older people at age 60, you see, the older people in Nigeria are dying. Why? It's not because of sickness. It's because of problems. The heartache, the frustration, the fear, living in fear, consistent fear. So it is very, very terrible. Okay, my father didn't have a system to leverage on. I need you to listen to this man. I need you to listen to this
Hustle
man very
is not
quickly.
what makes you rich. You look at every single person, every single rich person that I know, they hustle, yes, they still hustle, which is fine, but their definition of hustle is very different from your definition of hustle. Your hustle just work. Why I will tell you what makes people rich is not the word hustle. What makes people rich is the word leverage. Look at every single rich person has leverage. What is leverage? Other people's time, other people's money, other people's resources. They have a team. They have money making them money. They have advisors. They have technology. They have something. They leverage other people's blank, other people's talents, other people's resources, other people's time, other people's intelligence. That's what makes you rich. The key word is not hustle, it's leverage.
Absolutely. So I'm done with I am actually done for today. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much for having me. I just really need you to know that things really got better for me with the system, with this organization. I
Hustle.
got sponsored for an all expenses paid trip for the first time, even if my father could not afford to make me travel. Guess what? With this organization, I traveled to 2 countries. In 2016, I did my passport, but I didn't use it for 4 years. It got expired in 2022. But guess what? In 2022 ending, I was able to renew my passport. And this is me. That's my name on a passport, on an international flight, traveling. My father was so proud of me. Look at him praying for me. Listen, the things that you could not do for your children, they will be able to do it for you. And this is never too late to still give your children the life of their dreams. And this is me, enjoying life, dreams coming to pass. My dad is my dad is an important person in my life. This man has been there, and my dream was born. Millionaire salary. I want to retire my dad very quickly, and this system is going to make me achieve it. So I'm going to be welcoming Amazon Ambassador Ijeoma Obaneche to continue from where I stopped. Thank you so much, Ma, for having me. Thank you. Congratulations once again, Barrister Seth, on this. I pray that you get the best result. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Ma.
Thank you so much. That's fantastic. That's amazing. It's so exciting to see the things that happen within the system that we have put together, and to think that what we've built so far is just been 7 years now, but lots and lots of people's lives have been transformed courtesy of this system. And like I said to those of you who were here earlier, you are in for an amazing experience this evening. Okay, so like I said, we have a series of people you're going to be speaking with this evening. You're going to be learning from a lot of people, not just myself. Okay, so I saw some new faces and some new persons in the meeting. Some of our guest speakers are also here. You are all welcome. Hi, Chief, I see you, sir. I think our next speaker is ready and waiting to dish out a lot of excitement, and I want you to live with that excitement. Actually, at the end of today, I want you to live with the excitement of how people's lives are being transformed because it's opportunity, and you cannot be left out. So the next person up stage is Barrister Prince Peter. Barrister Prince, you're here, you're welcome. The stage is yours. I think our guests are waiting to hear from you. Please go over to the chat box, drop your favorite emojis. Let's welcome him with so much excitement. If there's no excitement in this meeting, trust me, you will think you're in the wrong place. So I don't want you to think that you're in the wrong place. So let's go back to the chat box and welcome our next guest with so much excitement. These are favorite emojis, whatever it is, just drop it there. He has a lot of amazing information to dish out this evening. Trust me, guys. All right, the stage is yours, Barrister Peter.
Thank you very much, Ambassador Ijeoma. Yeah, thank you very much. Yes, I'm actually a barrister, and I learned the speaker.
Are you sharing your slide, or do you want me to share it for you? Sorry.
Maybe you can share it for me.
Okay.
Maybe you can share it for me.
Okay.
But I'll make this really fast, and I hope they are really listening. But please, do we have lawyers in the house? If we have other lawyers in the house, my learned colleague, please, can you type 2 in the comment section? I left law school in 2001. So do we have other lawyers apart from Seth in the house? Barrister Seth, my learned colleague, God bless you. Do we have other lawyers? If we have, please type 2 in the comment section. Or Seth, do we have other layers? If we have, let me know. Oh, Esther Jimo. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Maybe we knew each other, because then we're like the last set in Barry. Anyway, I'll just go straight to it because of time, right? Now, I'm a lawyer, but I'm part of this exciting new opportunity. And I'm really, a lot of lawyers are here. Yes, there's something I really wanted to know. For those who came early, she talked about the cash flow quadrant. She talked about the cash flow quadrant, and the amazing thing is most lawyers are on the left side of the cash flow quadrant, which is the self-employed people. So no matter how brilliant you are as a lawyer, even the SAN, you are literally forced to work till you die. Because if you are very good, a demand is made on your skill, on your particular skill. So which is why this is very important, because a lot of lawyers do all that work, and then something happens, high blood pressure, or maybe they die quick or something. So this is a way to, to get out of that rut. Anyway, my experience is simple. I work with the civil service for most of the time too, from 2002 till I decided to leave voluntarily because of this opportunity. And if you can see the alert on top, that was my salary as an assistant director. So I was legal advisor VIO in FCT called DRTS. I was legal advisor Water Board. You know, I was in the minister's office, got to the director cadre. But before the alert on the left, I was living a life of quiet desperation, because 2016 was a recession. But what I want to show you is that this opportunity helped me raise my income to 7-figure income, and then eventually got me to the other side where I am sharing my story today. I'm raising other leaders, I'm mentoring, I'm helping a lot of lawyers find a way out of this mess, right? Find a way out of uncertainty, find a way out of, luck, living life by luck. Now I want to move to the next slide because it's not supposed to be long. This is just me sharing my story about how amazing this opportunity is. So you can share, go to the next slide, just go, move, can move to the next slide. Move to the next slide. I don't have to talk about this slide, but this is important. You can go back to the mentorship stuff. Now, no matter how, you see, lawyers are very intelligent people. And when I saw this opportunity started in 2016, 7 years ago. I was already a lawyer, I was already grounded, legal advisor, management staff, most of where I was working. I was already grounded. But there was the humility of learning the system. There was the humility of taking time off my busy schedule to get mentorship. And that opened a lot of doors, opened a lot of awards. You can go to the next slide where these are just a few of my awards. If we had more time, I probably have done a tour of my office with you, but it's, but that you can go to the next slide. And while I was working, I was enjoying the magic of part-time. So I was working and I could take the much needed vacation that I couldn't take doing my job for 20 years. So you're a lawyer, you're doing a lot of work, you're taking all that stress, you're taking the toll on your body. And one day you just need to wake up. You are 80, you are 70, you are 90. And what you do today can lead to your old self, thanking your present self. So that's me on a plane, celebrating my birthday on the plane with one of our other partners, and that could only happen because of this amazing opportunity. So I know some of you may be able to afford this, but there's nothing as great as when these things are done for you, when you have this done for you, and it's not like you have to slave because of the passive income this opportunity provides. And then this is me with my mentor. When I finally changed my 12-year-old car, I was working for 12 years. I couldn't change my bike for nothing. I was using and I couldn't change it. But everybody thought I was fine. Everybody thought it was okay. I had a job, I had a title, I had the work, but I wasn't living life on my terms. So until I could get this IS350 from the business, which came while I was still working. So you can just go through, I don't know. So you can take off the slide, you can leave the slide. I want to speak from my heart. You can just take the slide off, let me speak from my heart, because I'm speaking to a consistency that I'm very passionate about. So before you show them what to do, because they need to know what to do, before you show them what to do, I need them to understand something. That as professionals, we have a lot of pride. I had that experience. We know a lot because we are trained to be defense. In government, I was trained to be a defense attorney, so I did a lot of cases. I have colleagues who have gone on to become judges, so I was working more like a chambers. But what they're about to show you is so powerful. It retired me. It retired me from service. It retired me from something. I'm still in my 40s. I have rapidly made it to the deputy director cadre. Life was about to start, FCT and all of that. But this was powerful enough to retire me, because this way of making income is second to none. So it's unbelievable. So it's second to none, like I was saying, because the host just told me. So I want you to pay attention, because there's so many testimonies. It's not just for the young persons. I saw the young speaker speak, and she was talking about how young, but yes, you have people like me too, mid-age. In my team, I have people who are in their 60s who are running with this. So pay a lot of attention, because it might just save you from high blood pressure. It might just save you from stress. It might just save you from, your activity when the doctor says it's time to slow down, because lawyers don't really retire. They make a lot of money, SCN and all of that, but they don't really retire. So that's why I'm glad to be speaking to this constituency. And I want to, I think I'm done now. And I look forward to welcoming you, being part of the mentorship program, so that together we can win. Together we can live life, we can live life better. So over to you, dear Ambassador Ijeoma. God bless you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. How many have we been impacted? Have you been impacted? If you've been impacted by the stories you've heard so far, go to the chat and type 1. If you've been impacted by the stories you've heard so far, go to the chat box and type 1. This is supposed to be an interactive session, so you need to be interacting, okay? Like I said, so you don't feel like you're in the wrong place. This is actually the right place for you. If you click the link and you join this meeting and you've been hearing these stories so far and you're already feeling impacted and you're already feeling like, okay, I'm not a lost cause after all. There are people who share in my pain or people who share in my similar struggle. Go to the chat and type 1. Fantastic. I see your responses. I see your responses. Now, permit me to show you something powerful, something amazing, something superb. I'm going to do that in the next 5 minutes, right? I will share something with you in the next 5 minutes. And then, of course, I have another amazing speaker in the house. He's going to be taking the stage as well. I told you they're going to be hearing from several people this evening. It's not just me or the people you've heard from. And we've tried our best to see that we keep everything that we're doing here today in at least 1 hour. Okay, so it looks like we're still on track. Okay, so let me quickly tell you a bit about myself. I know some of you have heard all the other speakers are, and you're probably wondering, who is she? There's nothing much. I thank God for the opportunity that we have been able to show you so far and what this system has allowed me to be able to achieve within the time span. So amongst all these things you see here, wife, mother, writer, author, millionaire, mentor, and all of that, I wear all these caps by the grace of God, by the grace of God. But it has not always been like that for me. But I knew right from time that whatever life threw at me, I was ready to take the bull by the horn. In fact, I was one of those young girls who would say, no matter what happens, I'm not going to get married till I'm 27 or 8, because I was born the first child of 6 children. And, I saw my parents struggle to send me to school. I saw my mother give up her career, to build a career in nursing just to raise her kids. So I said to myself, not even marriage will stop me from pursuing my dreams. And what was my dream? To become a medical doctor. Yes. So I remember one time, this picture is very unique for me because it was 2017. I was one of my cousins. I was in Ibadan at the time for post-jam. And he was like, and this was like, how many post-jams down the line? And he said, all this your brain where they hot like this, shebi after all this thing now, man, how she go end up? I took it as a challenge as well. Like everything that came at me, I took it as a challenge towards rewrite my story. So did I get medicine then? No. But somewhere along the line, I still got married very early at the age of 22, but I did not allow that to stop me. As God will have it, I was just applying and I got admission to study medicine abroad. I looked at my life was already looking put together until 2017 came. And what happened in 2017? I think it was a very bad year for Nigeria. The recession was on the high, dollar was going up like this, and we couldn't even afford to keep me, feed me, because I think if you look closely in this picture, I was already pregnant with my 3rd baby in this picture, but I wasn't stopping. But guess what? Along the line, I had given birth to my boy, and things got rough. There was a day that I was so broke. I was abroad though. I was so broke that the last card I had on me, all I could think of was to buy baby food because my baby was sick at the time. I took a walk to one of the closest stores to buy food. On reaching there, I finished buying the food. I was coming back. And before I knew it, my son was throwing up right inside the baby carrier where I was carrying him, like projectile vomiting. I was so scared today because I was alone with him and I was imagining, what will happen if this boy dies right here, right now, today? How will I explain myself that I'm pursuing career? And I left my family here in Nigeria where I have support system and all of that. I had to have a rethink. That pushed me to say, what, let me come back home and see how we can re-strategize our plans, for what I want to achieve. And sometimes in life, a redirection is not really the end of it. It's just God showing you a better way to achieve your dreams. And along the line, I came back to Nigeria. I got a hospital where I was working, but you know what? They said they cannot pay. I'll just work for free. And I was okay with that because I just wanted to stay busy. But of course, your passion cannot just pay the bills. So you have to be making money. And that was when I started to ask the right questions. What am I doing? What can I do to take me to where I want to see my life in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years? Because even if I work as a doctor for 10 years, for 20 years, I've looked at my colleagues. They are all the way at the top there. What's the worst that can happen? When I get to that level, I'll be like them. So I sought for mentorship. And that was what I got on this platform that changed my finances for good. So when I met a mentor, I began to dream again. My dreams have not changed. One of my biggest dreams is to have a medical facility that people can go to and have free healthcare. And it's going to happen. But before then, courtesy of this system, I was able to set up, embark on a project that allows me to, go to hospitals and begin to pay people's medical bills, people who have challenges paying their medical bills. It's now a project to me, right? A part of the things that this opportunity helped me once I was able to access mentorship was that my association changed. I started to mingle with like-minded people who could take me to the next level. My perspective changed as well. Everything is not all about working to pay the bills. No, you are not born to pay bills and die. Secondly, you are not born to have titles and die. Yeah, I wanted to have the DR title behind my name. Some of us here want to have the BAR title behind your name. But to what end? It's not enough to have these titles and the lifestyle of the portfolio that follows it is zero. And I had to tell myself, some of my colleagues are still struggling. If I finish and get to where they are, I will be like them. There's no two ways about it. So I had to re-strategize. So because of a change in perspective, I also learned that one thing I need to understand is that I don't have to compete. I have to look for collaborative opportunities that can allow me to create collaborative wealth. And that is what this system has done for me today. Everything changed because of the help of my mentor. That's my mentor right there. I made my first $1 million cost savings opportunity. I enjoyed expenses paid travels as well. I work with people. I mentor them to be able to begin that journey towards their own financial freedom, because you can start to get it right early. You don't have to wait till you are old like our parents to get it right. And that was an advice I gave myself. And I'm doing the same for other people. Okay, this was us in Mauritius when all expenses paid vacation. This is South Africa. And this was on a Monday morning. This picture here was in Mauritius, Tamasa Resort. On a Monday morning, when people are going to jobs that they don't like, hoping that it's going to end someday, that the nightmare will end someday. But here I am on a vacation. Of course, I got opportunity to speak at events. This is Sir Patrick Tonyeko, the CEO of Sahara Group. And this opportunity opened doors for me. People began to hear about my story and things I was doing. I was called to speak at events that I could never imagine getting to that level at the point where I was doing these things. Of course, we're giving back to charity and a whole lot of things. So this system I'm about to show you is the same system that allowed us to be the largest growing human network system in Africa. If you were here in the beginning, you would have heard what Ambassador Bridget said, right? That we are growing human networks here. So through the help of our plan, we are able to set up systems and structures in place to support the dreams of as many partners who thought that their lives were ending. And so because of that, in the connected economy, we help you to build partnerships. Remember I said collaborative wealth, right? We build partnerships and then attach some value to it and help you create wealth as you leverage. These are words you've already heard all the speakers talk about before now. And this is what gives rise to the system that we have. So who are our partners? We have the likes of Nature's Way, we have the likes of DSM Global, we have the likes of Weather Nutrition Global, we have the likes of Ego Blocks, our real estate partners. Of course, all these partnerships were made possible by empowered consumerism. We also have banks in Nigeria who are part of this partnership, and trust me, all these systems are making money as well. So if they are making money and the system put together by this partnership can allow you to make money as well, why not leverage the system, my darlings? Of course, because of this partnership, everything is taken care of. From shipping to operations to warehousing, everything you can think of, even salaries is taken care of. Your responsibility is just to drive value. How? A one-time shopping. Guys, we spend money every day. Even right now, it's hard to see cash. People are queuing up in the bank. Somebody will leave the house by 6 a.m. to queue up and probably get home by 6 p.m. and go home with 3,000 naira. To what end? We are spending money every day, but we are spending money on the wrong systems. Courtesy of this partnership, you can access amazing value-adding products that you can use for yourself. However, the company says you don't even have to keep on shopping with us. Just a one-time shopping can make you a partner that is eligible to make money from the amazing partnership that we have. And so, of course, your shopping products for your personal use with a minimum of $79,990, you can have access to amazing products. And like I said, it's a one-off. So even if you do the first shopping and you don't want to shop again, forget about it, but you can make money for the rest of your life. All right? Sorry. So as I take you further in this training this evening, guess what? This partnership will allow you to take advantage of 10% of the wellness industry in Africa, regardless of your profession or your level of expertise, sharing 450 million naira monthly in Nigeria. The sharing formula is 60-40. So of course, whatever it is, you need to get yourself acquainted and see how you can benefit from this massive value system that we have. So what are you accessing from your product purchase? Amazing products from the beverages to the supplements. WHO says you need 5 whole fruits and 5 vegetables every day. How many have you consumed today, if we are being honest? If we are being honest, many of us say I've not even had fruits today, but that's by the way. But you see, this is an all-encompassing system, because want you to know that you don't have to have that wrong mentality, which is like, people don't value their health until sickness comes. Something will make you fall sick now and you go to the hospital. The money you think you don't have, it will come out. It will come out. You'll be shocked. So we are not saying you should wait till you fall ill. The system we have put together allows you to be able to leverage not just the income benefits, but the health benefits, and experience amazing breakthrough products, like products that can even help you take care of your system and exclude you from possibility of having cancers in the future, because no cancer can exist in an alkaline environment. So we have the first alkaline beverages ever to be made by our partner companies. We have the Vida Max that helps with blood flow. Some of us here are probably in the 60 plus. My parents use this. And I'm not just parents, because even younger people are dying in their sleep these days. Too much work. People are slumping at their place of. Somebody was at her work desk. Hello, they thought she was listening. She was gone, but she was sitting there and her eyes was open. So they thought she was not like, why are you not paying attention now? Only to realize that she's dead. Dead. What would have caused that? Blood flow was occluded in a part of her body, maybe her brain or her heart, and that was it. It's very easy to die these days with the stress that you're facing in this country. So of course, our health can become paramount if you have access to beneficial products that you can use to boost your health system. All right, but of course, it's not just limited to people on the upper cadre. Even children can enjoy the benefits of this product. So you're seeing that. I just want you to understand that your shopping that gives you access to the partnership is not a waste of your money, but it's going to come back to you in so many ways that you cannot even attach monetary value to. How much is the worth of your health? Really? How much is your health worth? Think about it. It's not even worth up to $79,990. So the system is all encompassing, and we have the energy pendant. Look at our dignitaries wearing them, celebrities wearing them, protecting us from radiation. We have the energy bracelet, giving you stamina and endurance to keep going while you pursue your dreams. And guess what? You can access as much as products worth about 100,500 naira from this partnership at that first instance of plugging into the system. So once you access products, you're going to be also accessing trainings. And that is why everybody kept talking about mentorship and mentorship and mentorship. You're going to have a tracking center where you can monitor your business. So even if you leave Nigeria to any part of the world, you can still be in business and have your money lodged into your account. You come here, you can access your money, courtesy of a powerful website that we have that can allow you to track your business from any part of the world. And guess what? This is not limited to Nigeria. And that's why I said you can build a global brand courtesy of this partnership. You have partners, you can have partners in South Africa, Togo, Cameroon, Dubai, Ghana. Mention it. Over 200 countries globally. And how do we connect people? Just use the system. Don't stress yourself. Just use the system. What is the system? Third-party recommendation. What is the system? We make calls on your behalf as well. What is the system? We teach you how to share videos with your friends. What is the system? We teach you how to share invitations through your social platforms with people that you already know, and even people you don't know. Even people you don't know, you can share the system with them. Oh, what other systems do we have? We have the brand launch. What we are doing today right now, technology allows it to happen, but guess what? If you want to sit your friends in your house and have them sit down and listen to an amazing lecture, we would oblige you. In fact, it is so powerful a tool that people have been able to activate their business courtesy of all these tools. So however you're going to get people into your partnership plan is not a problem for you, because we have all of that taken care of. All you need to do is avail yourself to be mentored. And of course, you can take advantage of the connected economy system. So with your one-time shopping, you will receive a code. So that code will give us the ability to register an account for you on the company's website, where you can now make money in different ways. And I'm talking about 6 different ways that can allow you make as much as 280,000 naira in a day. 280,000 naira in a day. Yes, I said that, in a day. Okay, so guess what? Let's leave this 280,000 naira first. Let me break it down for you. But I will talk about just 2 out of the 6 ways you can make money through this system. And then I call up the next speaker who's going to give you even more details about the opportunity. Guys, it is so amazing. It is so fantastic. All of these are different ways you make money. But guess what? Our platform is the only platform where you don't have to think about the retail profit to make money. Yes, buying and selling. No, you don't have to. Through our platform, you can access monies through the direct connector bonus, the matching bonus, and the others, right? So for people who don't like to sell, you don't have to be bothered by that. So we have the direct bonus where you can earn from like 5,000 naira to about 150,000 naira. But we have also the matching bonus where you can earn as high as 7,000 naira. And this is where the money is. Actually, Actually, this is why professionals are doing this business. The binary platform, this is where the leverage is. This is why Barrister Peter is here. This is why Ms. Bridget Oko shared her story. This is why, not because of this is why the binary income. This binary income allows you to make money in a very fantastic leverage way. So assuming you decide to partner with the company on the smallest plan here, which is the 79,990, right? A business portfolio is created for you that allows you to have a left and a right to create balance. Now, through the different systems that I've shown you on how you can make connections, we will help you plug your friend Ada and your friend Binta. When we plug them in, it is not your responsibility to mentor them. It is our responsibility to mentor Ada and Binta. But you see, why is it our responsibility? Because we have been able to create our leverage system around the mentorship. So we will mentor Ada and Binta to do what? To start to make their own money as well. So you see, by virtue of you plugging into the mentorship of the system and allowing us to work with you, we help you establish connections, which can now translate into leverage income as people who are joining your business network are also making their own money through our mentorship. So Ada connects her friends C and D through any method she chooses to. Binta connects E and F. Guess what? They are making money. So the company says, for every purchase to the left and every purchase to the right, as long as it is as low as 79,990, one to the left and one to the right, you can make 7,000 naira. So for every time the company makes a sale of like 160,000 naira, you're already eligible to making 7,000 naira. And guess what? You don't have to know C, D, E, and F to make money from them. No, C to the left, D to the left, E to the right, 7,000 naira. C to the left, F to the right, 7,000 naira. It continues to build up like that for you. You don't need to know G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N. We will mentor and train them to make their connections. They start to make money. And so as they start to make money, you are making money. So you see, when you hear us share our stories, nobody in this system is who they are today if they had not supported somebody or been responsible for somebody else's success. Yes, when I showed you that I made my first 1 million naira in this business, courtesy of the mentorship, guess what? While I had done that, I had over 20, 30 persons who had made nothing less than 100, 200, 300,000 naira, courtesy of the mentorship I was receiving as well. So you too can be responsible for somebody else's, financial freedom, courtesy of this partnership. And that can give you a new lease to life. Now, guess what? 7,000 naira can be paid to you to your left, to the right, whether you know them or not, right? But you cannot earn it more than 40 times in a day. So the cap here is 280,000 naira. So imagine you started the business with the 7990 package. Guess what? 20,000 naira income daily is the goal, right? But now that you are just starting, don't look at 280,000 naira. Look at a worst case scenario. You saw this opportunity and you decided to give it a try because you feel a nudging to give this a shot because opportunities don't last forever. And at a 1% success rate, ladies and gentlemen, you can make as much as 1 million naira, 800,000 in a year in total. And then for people who are looking at bigger incomes, we have bigger portfolios. We have the Neoverse that comes with 3 portfolios where you can make money from 3 accounts. And at the end of the year, in 1 year at a 1% success rate, you fail and fail badly, you can make 2.8 million naira. We have the Technoverse, gives you 7 business portfolios. Okay, so if you have the capacity to go as high as that, it will only cost you 259,990. Now take note. The higher the packages you are going for, the cheaper it is for you to get plugged in, okay? So take note of that. But of course, at a 1% success rate, you can make an extra 6.5 million naira at the end of 1 year. We have the Digiverse that gives you 15 portfolios. And guess what? This is just an analogy of somebody who has a plot of land. And I, as an Igbo woman, decides to use that size of land to build 15 shops. And somebody else decides to build 3 shops. I will make the most money, obviously. Okay, so that's just the analogy behind this. And at a 1% success rate, I can make 40 million naira in total at a 1% success rate in 1 year. Of course, the last but not the least, which is for the biggest boys in the house, is the Megaverse plan. 31 business portfolios going at 1 million naira. So guess what? Like I said, the higher the portfolio you're going for, the cheaper it's because there's a promo going on right now. So you can take advantage of that. And at a 1% success rate, you can make 31 million naira at a 1% success rate in 1 year. Ladies and gentlemen, look at your screen closely. At a 1% success rate, for whatever category you choose to partner with, you can still go home with good amount of money that is way, way, way more than what you ever envisaged. Will you see it now? No. 1 million naira will not look like it right now because you're thinking about the money you're going to part with to get started. But Rome was not built in a year. The big tree of orange or the big tree of mango that you see bags of mangoes harvested from every year, started with 1 seed of mango, all right? So that is just the whole analogy that you're seeing here. And it's just a matter of time Worst case scenario, we have a student pack in case there are students in the house. There's a 49.90 package and that can allow you to start your business and still be able to kickstart your financial journey so that you don't say that nobody gave you a hand up. This is our way of giving you a hand up. And so once you partner with even as low as 49.90 and above, connect to our system and activate your business, connect to a mentor to help you, and your business can be off the ground. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been actually an exciting time of my life all through these years with this platform, and because I said yes to mentorship. So guess what? You too can grab the mentorship of the masterminds if you are ready to take advantage of what we have shown to you. And of course, we have the mastermind mentors who are going to give you the chance to partner today. As a matter of fact, now there's something about the mastermind mentorship. If you kept on paying attention, you'd have heard people saying mastermind mentorship, mastermind mentorship. It means that you can plug your business today, get started now, and begin to enjoy free mentorship, actually. So that's why the mastermind mentorship, people kept mentioning it, because that was why I grabbed it too. When I heard free mentorship, I said, please though, I want it. So either ways, you can take the mentorship offer, whether $79.91, $129, or the bigger plans, right? And of course, you can get your business off the ground. Now, I don't want to go furthermore, right? I have High Chief here. You're welcome, sir. He has been waiting to grace the stage. He has so many powerful information to share with you. But you see, as we round up, I want you to hear from him. He is so well read. He is far traveled. He has plugged into this business opportunity as well. And in such a short time, he has raised lots of leaders, courtesy of our platform. So our platform cuts across all boards, cuts across all age groups. So don't think that you are incapacitated or your situation is the worst. No. If you are willing to learn and improve yourself, something can change for you this night. So permit me at this point to welcome Sir High Chief on stage. Chief Dorcas, are you here? Are you ready for us, sir? So guys, go to the chat box now. Start dropping your favorite emojis. Start dropping it. Start dropping it. Tell him you're welcome, sir. Tell him you're welcome, sir. He is ready to dish out knowledge, but you have to welcome him. You have to welcome him. Say you're welcome, sir. You're welcome, sir. Send your favorite emojis in the chat and let us have Mr. High Chief. So just for the next few minutes before you leave the meeting, make sure you hear what he has to say. He also has a special offer, so make sure you're here to listen to it right away. You're welcome, sir. You're welcome, sir. The stage is yours.
Thank you very much, Ambassador Ijoma. Thank you very much. Amazing people in the house, good evening. I am super excited, especially because I'm told that I'm speaking to senior citizens like myself. And so I want to welcome you to this amazing opportunity. I'm a lawyer by profession. I'm also a politician. And in those two capacities, I have realized that it is a woodpecker's job. A woodpecker does not earn money unless he works, unless he pecks a wood and sells it. And as he's sweating in the body, the lawyer or the doctor is sweating in the brain. And so they do exactly the same thing. So in this, I'm just trying to see whether my slide is going to come up. I don't know what is happening. Just one moment. If it doesn't come up, I'll leave it. But I wish it does. I wish it does. Okay. All right. All right. So as I wait for my slide to come up, I joined this business in 2019. Before then, Pastor Peter has actually talked about some pains of a lawyer. He says a lawyer doesn't retire, and that's true. Is it because he loves the job? No. It's because if he stops the job, no food can come to the table. And that's why you see some of our colleagues who are so old and are bending down to go to court. It's not for love of the job, it's for the fact that it is work and earn, all right? And so, but the other part of it is that you can see a colleague who comes into a court on a Monday morning, looking very ebullient and healthy, and he stands up to address a court and he slumps and dies. It happens first. In fact, my cousin at Port Harcourt went to court with the husband, with the wife. They are both lawyers, and the wife stood up to address the court, and what he saw was that the woman slumped and died, and that became her reality at that point in time. So it is a pain that actually makes everybody feel that it is not what we bargained for after going to school for a very long time. And then you come into court and you slump and die. Now, I came face to face with a reality that I am not rich. 2017, I fell sick just suddenly. My legs began to swell. And in the midst of that sickness, I was down for 5 months. I didn't get up. So it was a case of no job, zero income. Now, at the end of that 5 months, I got well. But then something happened to me that changed my perception about myself and about life entirely. I looked at my savings. I discovered I've gone down my savings by about 50%. And I was asking myself, if something doesn't change about me, about myself, what will happen to me if I retire? And my retirement was beckoning. As I speak to you, I've been 38 years at the bar. That was when I was called to the bar 38 years ago. And so in that capacity, I began to think outside the box. I now saw that what I had was simply a pool of money in the bank that could finish if something doesn't add to it. And that's the reality of most of us who have retired or who are about to retire. You find yourself working all your life, and every money you get, sometimes you're able to save it, but sometimes you can't save it. Now, if something happens to you and you are demobilized, you ask yourself, what happens to me? 2 years down the line, you begin to beg money. For your children, you don't give you think that they're wicked. They're really handling something for themselves. And so I began to search for capacity to earn, getting leverage. I didn't find it in mediation, which I approached. I didn't find it in arbitration, which I did. And I have some money there, but then you can't find anything except the work you do that brings the money to you. So when eventually I stumbled into this opportunity in 2019, I sat through a session like this, even though it was a physical session, it's not a Zoom session. Now, at the end of that session, I took 2 things away. I was promised there was going to be a mentorship. And as an Igbo person, I know what mentorship means. The Igbo man today is the best trader in the world because of mentorship, and I took it. I was also told that here I could build up business to a point I have leverage, and I sit down and enjoy money even when I'm sleeping. I said, wow. Now, what I did was that I made sure that on that same day, I secured my mastermind slot. How did I do that? I didn't have all the money I needed, but because of the flexibility of the system, I was allowed to make a deposit to secure my mastermind slot. So I am a product of mastermind, and I want to advise you, listen to me, because I'm talking about those who are senior citizens. When you are here today, just have something in mind that before you leave here, you have to secure your mastermind mentorship slot. It is key to success in this business. Anybody who succeeds in any business, you have to submit to mentorship. And so when I joined this business, I became a mentor crazy. I was mentored like crazy. And I can tell you that in space of 6 months, I was able to back setting I become a millionaire mentor and also became a Tukwa Club member. Now, by virtue of this, I've built a lot of teams across the country who are earning and building other teams, so building other leaders and earning and enjoying life on their own terms. I've also been able to access amazing holidays outside the country. Now, I was in Seychelles in 2020, I guess it was. I was in Seychelles, and this is what happened in Seychelles. I can just show you one little slide to watch. And I don't think I want to see all this. Sorry, this is okay. Now, just listen to this little, whatever it is, okay? Sorry, this thing is, my slide is trying to misbehave, but I won't allow it, okay? And just listen to this. That was in the Indian Ocean for 5 hours. That's the only thing I want to take away from here. It was something that was amazing. An experience you don't want people to tell you, you have to witness yourself. And so those of you watching me here, whether you are old or you are young, this business is age-friendly. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. All right? Yeah, sure. And I kind of want that after this, I also went to Jordan. Now, Jordan was a place to read in the Bible, and I was able to have an opportunity of entering Red Sea, entering Dead Sea, and all that. And so these are things that can come because you say yes to this business today. Now, this business is something that you can do to enhance your life. Today, I am no longer afraid of my retirement because I'm into it already. And I'm using this to have an amazing retirement platform, amazing retirement life, amazing style in retirement, because I said yes to this business as time I said it. And so today I want to encourage you. If you are old, if you are young, especially if you're retiring or if you're retired, this is a platform where you can be given a mentorship. You can be able to achieve whatever dream you want at this level. Because here, because of the fear of retirement, people go to swear affidavits of age, reduce their ages and all that. People do all sorts of things. But then you must retire. You must know that. Whether you retire by yourself or you retire by virtue of a fraction of time what you're doing. So, but when you retire, what next? That's the issue. So I want to encourage you, because with this platform, I have been able to take care of my retirement, and I'm enjoying amazing lifestyle, even at retirement, because I can buy my supplements, I can enjoy the kind of food I want, I can even go on amazing holidays myself. But then when you take on these holidays with some other business partners, it is much more enjoyable. If you imagine that in Seychelles, I stayed in a room that was worth 500,000 naira per night. I wouldn't do that if I go alone. But because I was in a team where things are all paid by the business itself, you can enjoy the kind of lifestyle you want. You can enjoy the kind of facilities that are available to you in that holidays. So I want to encourage you. This is a platform where you can unlearn what you have learned, submit yourself with humility, and learn the business. Is a new thing. Learn it and understand it. And they're going to be the next people to tell your story. If you are here and you're listening to me, my voice, I hope I have impacted you, and I hope I've made you to take a decision this moment that before you leave here, your mastermind mentorship should be secured. It's very, very important that you take note of that. If you don't get it, it means that probably what you have come here to do is to waste your time. Because even if you join this business and don't secure mastermind slot, you may have to pay for the mastermind mentorship, right? So this is an opportunity for you, okay, to take this bold step. It's a bold step because once you take it, the life you see will be something amazing, and you begin to experience something you never even dreamt of, something that is off the hook. So if you are here and you're retired, it's an opportunity. If you're about to retire, it's an opportunity. If you are even young, because you must retire, it's an opportunity to build a plan for yourself so that you don't become a liability to those who are living when you retire. Gentlemen, take out this time and then have an opportunity as to this business is quite a, you can do all you can here to make sure that you don't live with done. I hope I've impacted somebody. I hope somebody's life will change this night. And with this, I want to ask you to take advantage of what you have seen. You have seen all the business, and I'm going to show you more. Right? So thank you very much for having me on this your platform this evening. I wish everybody who is here a wonderful day and an opportunity taken and enjoy. Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you so much, High Chief. Thank you so much. You are such a wealth of experience and a wealth of blessing to this system. We cannot thank God enough for you, not just for you, but also for the success that you have been able to create, courtesy of being able to subject yourself to mentorship. To think that you are at the stage where you are in your life, but you were open enough to come and learn and unlearn and relearn. Actually, anybody who sees the opportunity, don't just look at it as something you know. You don't know, please. Everything you think you know about this before now, just put it on the side. Just drop it somewhere. Come as an open book, ready to be mentored, ready to be taught how to maximize the system to make money. So you see, just like all the stories you have heard so far, of course, even to the last speaker, which is not the least. If we keep on calling that, you will not live here today. But guess what? We have over 500 office spaces. So this is not an online business. This is a system, a physical business that we have been able to professionalize and actually taking advantage of technology to spread ourselves as a global system. All right. So while we have our 500 office spaces in Nigeria, we are not limited to Nigeria. We have partners in the diaspora. So based in over 200 countries, lots of people that are making over 100,000 naira monthly, lots of people that are earning 6 figures monthly. I'm talking about 500 to 999,000. We have lots of 7-figure earners. I'm talking about 1 million naira and above. lots of homeowners, courtesy of our real estate partnership, courtesy of people who have enjoyed amazing travels. Everybody that spoke here today talked about travels. Of course, everybody that spoke here today has been able to access the CAR program as well. Did it happen overnight? No, it took some time. But what was happening in that time? A lot of learning and shedding of the weight that you are carrying right now that might stop you from seeing the big picture. So what are some of the basic concerns that you might have as we wrap up this meeting? Does it really work? You can see for yourself. It's no fluke. Do we need to convince people? Do you think you feel like the need to convince people if you want to do this business? No, you don't need to convince people. We already have the system in place for you. This is an invitation-based business. We will work with you to make your invitations as perfect as possible. Guess what? As many of your friends you're able to share an invitation with, the few that can come and attend the meeting that we're going to put together for you will receive enough value that will translate into tangible income potential for them. And they will not have any other choice than to say yes, just like some of you. We spent 1 hour now on this meeting. Imagine if you have to go and say everything you've heard here in 1 hour to your friends. You can't do it. So we say, don't do any convincing. Let the system talk for you on your behalf, all right? So you don't sell the opportunity short. Do you need to sell or market? No. You are receiving products for your personal use. And once you receive them, you consume them or share with your friends and family. You don't have to actually sell to make money. When you sell, you only earn profit. We are connectors. We leverage the movement of products from one consumer to the other consumer who are all shopping directly from the company. So the company pays us from their own profit since they now have cut out the middlemen. So they sell direct to the final consumer and we share the profit. Because guess what? The company does not have to do advertisements any longer. So they take budgets, money that would have been budgeted for adverts, to convert it into little monies to pay you and I as commissions, as many persons are able to connect or have advantage to the products through us. Now, will it work for you? Of course it will. If you work for High Chief or work for the young lady that spoke first, it can work for you. Okay, just follow the system. Do I need to put a lot of my time? Not at all, because we heard Barrister Prince Peter when he spoke. He was working fully, and was already maximizing the business as a part-timer. He made a lot of money part-time in this business. But when he realized that at some point in his life, he has to commit to mentoring and supporting other young people, he came in fully, all right? Is there any financial risk? There's no financial risk, because any money you're paying to get started today is going to come back to you in products. And then, of course, you automatically access free mentorship. So you have more to lose by not starting than missing out completely. And if you think you have heard enough and you want to go and think, there's really nothing to, let's actually think, let's reason together now. Let's reason together. When you are being shown an opportunity, right, you have two questions. And the two questions are simple. What do I stand to gain? What do I stand to lose? That is what you are going to go and think about. Now, from what you've seen so far, let us answer the question. And it's simple. If what you have seen so far, you have more to lose than you have to gain, no problem. Forget about the opportunity. But if what you have seen so far, you have a lot to gain than you have to lose, say yes to the opportunity and then figure it out. That is an advice by somebody that I read his book and I have gotten so much value from him. I'm talking about the guy that founded Virgin Atlantic, right? Of course, what do you stand to lose? You have absolutely not. In fact, the person who does not start their business has more to lose. All right. And at the end of the day, like I said, don't try to explain to anybody. Commit yourself first, assess mentorship, follow the system, and let us work with you so that you don't regret that you saw an opportunity that was as great as this and you could not start. And guess what? While we're talking about the mastermind, it's not for everybody. It is not for, everybody cannot access the mastermind mentorship. Let me even put it out there, okay? Courtesy of this meeting tonight and the leaders that have vested the authority on me to anchor this session this evening, we only have 5 slots for the mastermind opportunity, only 5. So everybody cannot grab the mastermind offer. So everybody cannot get the free mentorship. Just 5 people can access the free mentorship, okay? And if you're able to do just that for yourself, you have started your business. And the key to getting success, I want you to know that, is getting started. So of course, there are other mentors apart from the masterminds. We have the emerging leaders who will work with you to hit $1 million monthly in the space of 18 months. We have the global leaders who can work with you to hit $1 million in the 12 months. And then, of course, the mastermind leaders who working with you, you can hit $1 million in the space of 6 months. I'm talking about $1 million monthly income. courtesy of this opportunity. And so you have these 3 categories of leaders, and whenever you choose to start your business, there's somebody ready to work with you. However, for the impact that the mastermind mentorship has on your business, you would think that everybody would want to access the mastermind mentorship. But for us to keep it functional and as efficient as it should be, we cannot give everybody the chance to work with a mastermind mentor. And that is why we bundle up some offers for you, put it together. If you are able to lock in your slot and get started tonight, you can access the mastermind offer, okay? So of course, there are more successful, but guess what? Once you plug in, you'll be able to access positioning by virtue of course. So we have what we call the first come, first serve advantage. So for these 5 partners, you come in, we're going to use the next 5 and the next 5 and 10 and 15 or 20 as the case may be, to support your business, and you can start to hit your income in the next 24 hours, right? Your money starts to pile up. You have access to products, okay? I just have to recall all the benefits for you so that you understand that you have a lot to gain than to lose. You're also going to be having exclusive trainings. And when we said free mentorship, it is a lot of things put together. It's not just one, a lot of trainings for you to digest at your pace. So even if it's just 1 hour daily, you can give the business, 2 hours daily, we can work with you. If it's 7 hours weekly, we can work with you. As long as you can spare some time out of your busy schedule to plug in, you can access the mentorship. So of course, this particular package is worth 300,000 naira. We have another package that we can span for the next 12 months, right? It's a strategy session that you're going to be exposed to. Every time you need access to it, you will get it. It costs 350,000 naira. We also have other things in stock for you. Of course, there's a tracking center to monitor your business on the best hosting platform. It is worth 300,000 naira, right? And then we throw in the 52 business masterclass session. This was not always there, but we had to just throw it in, of course, out of our benevolence, because for anybody who to have braved the odds to access the mastermind mentorship, it's not easy what you're about to do. I know some of us are going to battle with our inner demons. Should I not? Oh, I know this thing before now. And while I have taken care of all of those objections, trust me, there is more to get out of the system than what you have seen this night. And it is embedded in these sessions that I'm calling out. So we had the masterclass session, worth 650,000 naira, thrown in there. And then of course, 1 year medical service upon qualification, where you go to any of our facilities that are affiliated to us, and you can have access to free healthcare for you and at least 4 family members, worth almost 1 million naira. Of course, I cannot place a value to how much your health is worth, but this can be an extra incentive for you that can help you save money in the next 1 year. And then of course, the travels, everybody that came here talked about the travels. It is part of it. So my offer to you this night is that everything that I've shown you here is worth about 2.5 million naira. But for those who are grabbing the mastermind offer, you will not even be getting it at 100,000. So when I said free, I meant it. Our leaders are so benevolent, but of course, that is why it's not for everybody. So unfortunately, some people have even logged out before I got to this point. But if you know them and you love them and you care about them, go and tell them that the mastermind offer is going this night for just 49,990. See, I think at this point, I've done justice to this session. Everybody that has spoken so far, we have done justice to this. If you had to even pay to receive this lecture on some of the platforms that I know about, you will pay from your seats. It is powerful what we have shown to you. So my offer to you this time is going for just 49,990. If you are ready, pick up your phones, make your payment. The first 5 persons, take a screenshot of this screen right now. Make your payment, and your business can get off the ground. And like I said, your next mentorship class will be in the next 24 hours. In case you're saying, okay, so once I make my payment, what next? Welcome you on board, plug into your first mentorship session, and your business can get off the ground, and we can start working with you. Like I said, even if it's 1 hour, you can afford to give your business every day. We will sit with you and plan how to maximize it and make this work and transition you into, if you choose to do this full-time eventually at some point in your life, we'll help you make that transition over time. But you see, the best time to plant a seed was a tree, right? To give you shade was 5 years ago. By now, you'll be enjoying the shade. But the next best time to plant that tree is when? Now. The next best time to start to build something that can translate into financial fortune for you over the next 5 and the next 10 years is now. Okay, tomorrow is not promised. So here's the account number. You can lock your slots, make your payment, get started, and everything will begin to happen. All right. There are more success stories, but at this point, if you have any questions for me, you have your hand raised and you want to ask any question, the meeting has come to an end though. But while I wait for you to share your questions in the chat, or you can do a hand raise, I will unmute you. I'll also tell you a quick story about my mentor, right? Because I cannot, just end the meeting without you hearing about him. He was in debt of over 3 million naira, locked up in the cell by close family members. He was dead, dead. You know when they say dead man walking, look at his friends, they're wearing white singlets. He was wearing black because even Omo to wash it no day. But that is the same guy on the right of your screen. After 3 years of assessing mentorship, the same guy, another 4 years down the line, in the space of 7 years, he has rewritten the history of himself and his lineage forever. Guess what? My mentor father was a medical doctor, read in Germany. So it was not hard for me to see that I belonged here. It was not hard. All right. And the story is different today. And single-handedly, more people have been raised through this platform. Lola used to be a copper, selling fresh produce while doing her service, moving it from different states to the other. But courtesy of the system that you have been shown today, she got mentorship. Today, she's able to support her family, her young ones. Okay, she pays their bills because she lost her dad sometime about 3 or 4 years ago. Single-handedly, she's able to care for her younger ones because she said yes to mentorship 4 or 5 years ago, right? So what if she did not say yes to the mentorship? And then along the line, she lost her dad, who is now the only, because her mom died quite early. How will she be surviving? Talk less of, an orphan buying a Mercedes-Benz for herself as a birthday gift, an orphan. It could only be the mastermind mentorship. Look at Mr. Ifeanyi Ozani. In this place he was living, he had just been sacked from his place of work after 2 MSCs, and they had retrenched him, and he couldn't afford to pay his house rent. He had to move somewhere else to just put up for a while. And that was when somebody showed him this business. So imagine somebody that is at this place in his life, in this dark space in his life. An opportunity is coming to you, and then you are hearing that this opportunity will require you to make some payment to get started. The only reason why it could make sense to me, why Mr. Ozani plugged in at the time, in fact, he was already planning PhD. PhD was in view, right? PhD but broke, empty pocket, living in uncompleted building. The only thing that made me understand why he plugged into this business was what? He saw what he could see beyond where he was today. And I tell people many times, he who is down fears no fall. When your back don't dey ground, where you won't fall reach again. So when everything has gone worse already, like what's the worst that can happen? I might as well just, even if it's to go and anything I can do to raise money. But what we're showing you now is what? A legal, authentic system. We pay our taxes here. Yes, we pay tax to the government. But some of us are even more legitimate business owners than some business owners out there who don't pay tax. So our money, the money we make from the business, even pays civil servant salaries from this business. But you see, Mr. Ifeanyi had to find a way to start. How? Other people's money. Other people's money. He found other people's money, used it to lock in his payment to get started. And when I say other people's money, I mean, some of you here, if you are being honest with yourselves, there's something that will happen to you today now that will make money come out. I don't want to go into details. Something will happen to you now and money will come out from somewhere. So why not opt for using other people's money, even if it means to reach out to 1 or 2 friends this night, ask for a soft loan of maybe 5,000 naira. If you call like 7 to 10 people, and if 5 people are able to answer you, do you know how much you have raised already, right? If you're asking for 10,000, that's 50K already, all right? So there is no lost cause, and you are not a lost cause. So don't count yourself out. However, I used to even say that the only person that cannot get the mastermind offer is the person that has 0 naira in his account. So if you have some money in your account, you can actually plug into this opportunity tonight. This night, grab the offer to get mentorship and let your business start. This is his beautiful wife, Dr. Ada. So she's a doctor and she's an Ada, a first daughter. The only reason why her parents will give her out to a young eligible bachelor is because they see that he is equal to the task. After paying all those school fees, no. So of course, that's Mr. Ifeanyi Ozani and my mentor, right? When he bought his first car, and guess what? He launched out the similar car to what my mentor is riding as well. And these are people that I look up to. And of course, I've launched my own car. But let me tell you something. Stories abound here. Your case is not worse. This guy was a laborer in the city of Abuja. Broke laborer, had nothing to prove. Carrying pan on his head. He had not gone to the university. No admission, no money to go to school. Mentorship, guys, mentorship. somebody holding you in the hand and giving you your dream life, making it happen. So for those of you who are here in the beginning, I talked about how we embarked on a project to pay medical bills for people who don't have money to pay their bills from time to time. This was one of the outreach we did in the city of Jos. We Care. All right. So you can listen to that. Now I'm going to wait for your questions. Drop your questions in the chat. And of course, you can also use the account number in the chat box right now. Make sure that you're making your payment, make your transfer, get back to your friend that shared the link with you, tell them that I've made my payment, I'm grabbing the mastermind slot. But you can also come to the chat box, go back to the chat box and tell us that you're grabbing the mastermind offer there. Go there and type mastermind mentorship. If you're grabbing your offer with whatever package you're paying, but at least $49,990 can get you in. Make your payment and come back and say done. Make your payment, come back and say done. Quickly, quickly, quickly. Make your payment, come back and say done. The meeting will be done in the next 4 minutes. I am counting down the next one. This video is about 1 minute long. So once the video finishes playing, we'll be done. So I want you to ask me your pressing questions. But I won't be surprised if you don't have questions, actually. I won't be surprised because we have done justice to this session. I once again appreciate all the amazing speakers that we had on this session this evening. It has been an amazing time having you all. I also want to appreciate everybody that has made our time to be here, even till now. Okay. Make sure that your coming here this evening is not a waste. Grab the mastermind mentorship so that you can access free trainings, free materials, and unlock your financial fortune at least within the next 6 months. You can start to earn an extra income advantage that this business can do for you. So lock in your payment, the first 5, and we are done. So come back here and type done, 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 done. Let's do that quickly. Let's do that quickly, okay? So these are just, I think I'll just drag it down to this point again. I think we have another facility right here. And it's just amazing to see what we can do. So yes, I'm not practicing medicine today, but I'm making impacts in the healthcare sector, reaching out to people, pay medical bills. That's the highlight for me. Even in the next 20 years, what will give me joy in medicine is to see people go and access free healthcare, not sitting behind the table in the hospital. And I am happy that this business has made it possible for me. Whatever your dreams are, this is not a redirection. This is something that will help you to fine-tune your dreams and make it more fulfilling for you, that even after you have stopped active work, you can look back and see the legacy that you have left behind. All right?
Today has been an amazing
so it's been, of course, okay, so you guys have already seen me, so I don't need to do all of that. So get on board, access the mentorship, reach out to your friend, reach out to whoever invited you, send your proof of payment. That's how we're going to know that you have made your payment. And once it is 12 midnight today, the mastermind offer is locked. That will be all. So anybody who is not able to access the mentorship offer this night, make your transfers. Try and make your transfers this night, okay? And I'm extending it because I know that we have some network lag with transfers these days. So of course, from now till 12 midnight, you can make your transfers for the mastermind offer for today, for you to be able to plug in today. Okay, anything after today, you can't get the mastermind offer. That is the free mentorship. It's going to cost you something to get on board eventually. Of course, whatever package you choose to come on board with is fine. But I will advise, rather than waiting to have the big money, start with as low as $49,990 and get on board. We have VIPs here. So it's not just, you've seen some of them already, right? Governors, commissioners, musicians. This is Benue State now. This is Ondo State. This is Samsung, the musician. Just to mention a few, this is Obasanjo, is also a partner here. And just to mention a few, like I said, all you need to do to grab the mastermind slot is make your payment now. So get back to whoever sent you the invite for this meeting today. We have done justice to this session. I'm sure you've gotten so much value. Thank you so much. Thank you once again for making our time to be here. I appreciate us all. I am sure we have had fun. If you got value from tonight's session, let us know. Go back to the chat box and type value loaded, value overdose. I want to see that. Express yourself, your favorite emojis. And guess what? You don't have to start the business today. Actually, you don't have to. Just for those who want the mastermind slot. So in case you're saying, oh, must we start now? You don't have to start now. You can start next week, you can start next year. We're still here. It's been 7 years now. But you know what? Imagine what the next 7 years will look like if you're already on board today. So that's the advantage of starting now. All right. There's power of now. What you have is now. Tomorrow is not promised. All right. So that is why we encourage you to start today, because the mastermind will only consider those who are able to make their payment today, because it's a sacrifice that you are making to put your income to a better level. They say fortune smiles on the bold, right? If there are no people who are scared, there'll be no people who are putting in courage. For you to plug in to get started, it means that you're making a courageous step to get your income better than you met it, right? So you can make a decision today to do something better for yourself. All right. Once again, congratulations to all of us who are plugging in. I see your messages. Congratulations. I see your messages. I received some. I've also seen some private messages. Okay. Yes, like I said, you can. I saw your message. Yes, you can actually between now and 12 midnight. You can do that transfer. Okay, between now and 12 midnight. Maybe I should put up the account number screen again, just in case you did not take that screenshot, so that you can take that screenshot. I think I have it at yeah. Take this screenshot and then make sure that it is a mobile app that you are using. If you don't have mobile, if you're not using the mobile app, reach out immediately. Send a distress message right now that you need the USSD code. The account number for making USSD payments. You don't make USSD payments into this account. Reach out and we'll send it to you and help you also secure your mastermind mentorship slot. All right. Fantastic. Let me just confirm from my boss that we are good to go. All right. Yes. So five slots for tonight's mastermind mentorship offer. Just 5. Open till 12 midnight. Yes. Okay. And then I think okay. So the only thing I'm going to add now is for those of us who want the offer and you don't have the full money to get started, I'm being told that you can lock in your payments with as low as 10,000 naira. We'll see how to get you started as well with as low as 10,000 naira. But please, if you have 50K, don't cheat yourself. Start with the full payment. In fact, if you have 259,990 for the Technovas, do that one and just know that you have done it and you have moved to the next phase of your business. Congratulations, and I welcome you all in advance. See you at the top.